into the air. Tollett drops the shoulder, hangs the ball. Jorgensen comes, he drops it under pressure and gets it almost at the third attempt as well. He's looking a little bit nervous.
The game as well. To Chelsea, if you're going to get anywhere against us, we're going to give you the
man to stop him. Daka's coming back and assisting. He's confident in him. I'll keep talking. Kunku gets in there and another big save from Burgoyne. It's winning for the keeper, wasn't it, that time? Which has 2 to dance. Oh, he nips through the pack in the faces here, Chelsea. It's wonderful. Neto hangs the ball. Daka's is away. Tollett is in the centre. Daka's is dreaming and Jorgensen has to go down.
It's a good play once again from Daka's, just drifting in to the... He was just a Rolls Royce, whether that was at centre-back, right-back.
Year-old looking lively. Cuts the cross in. And goalkeeper can see that one guided wide. And they tease the ball into the area. George just... Neto leads the charge. Gue points to where he'd like it. He's merely a decoy. And it's taken very casually off the toe. This is a rip-roaring Morecambe, roared on by their travelling supporters as they enter the area, trying to get forward on the far side. I'm not quite sure why he's the only player again. It is James who digs the ball into the area and a very early chance.
Chance as well. It's a really good chance. It's a lovely ball. One bit of criticism that goes against him.
Lovely ball as well. Nice football played by Tollett. Turns and forces the first save of the game, and a rather uncertain one as well from Jorgensen.
Yeah, it's really good play from Daka's. You know, they're going to need him to do that to go.
Ball swirled to the near post. Tyreek George. More playing on mistakes. Here goes Tollett again. Tollett teases the ball into the area, and it was only a whisker away. Randy's day was when the FA Trophy for non-league teams back in 1974. Tom White clears the ball. Lacking confidence. Here goes George again. Flies it across the face of goal. Maybe one of the defensive lives lost there for not shy, is he? He's got a bit of skill about him as well. Been singled out for special treatment from the travelling support early on. Tyreek George. Lovely little
ball into that space.
Neto hurls the ball. Pedal that near post. Goalkeeper stays on his line again. Ooh, off the frame.
So it's just feels as though at times things are written in the stars. Your second choice goal.
Tosin shoots the demand from the supporters. It takes a deflection, a very cruel deflection. Heartbreak. The goalkeeper bangs the ground in anger. Tosin will take the goal, but there was a rather cruel deflection on its way.
Well, the game could be cruel, but we said just, 35 seconds ago that Chelsea need more from the centre-backs going forward. And this is what I'm talking about, because Morecambe, they're dropping. It means the centre-backs are going to be free. Tosin finds himself in space, and it takes a wicked deflection on the way through. Burgoyne, who's been outstanding, can't do anything about it whatsoever. And it's that horrible deflection just as it comes through. I think it might actually be off Jones, who's playing in the 10 position, so that tells you how deep that Morecambe were defending.
This is better from Chelsea, bit of freestyling on it. Neto to James, full steam ahead. Forward here for Chelsea. He's looking for a second. He wants it to be his this time and not a deflected goal. Tosin, he's got those shooting boots on.
I think the message has got across to the two centre-backs that they could be the biggest playmakers in this game. You just see how deep.
To take for the goalkeeper, Burgoyne. It's on the gas. Breezes past the first man. A little flick in there and the hobbling hero. Morecambe, roared on by their travelling supporters as they enter the area. Ball swirled to the near post. Not shy, is he? He's got a bit of skill about him as well. Ball early on. Tyreek George. Lovely little back heel towards him. But yet, though, Burgoyne leaves it to his defence. Lavia. Tollett. Well, there's a completely committed challenge. And to stop him, Daka's coming back and assisting his...
Odegaard's kick gets the flick! And it's an effective one from Mikel Merino! The makeshift striker steps up to the plate again. Lovely flicked header.
Well,
The corner drought is over for Arsenal. It's been a while, and you can see his teammates how pleased they were.
George has tutored out to he nips through the pen.
He was just a Rolls Royce, whether that was at centre back, right back.
And they tease the ball into the area. George just Neto to James. James dinks it in there. Maybe not. Walkham roared on by their travelling supporters. Ball swirled to the near post. Not shy, is he? He's got a bit of skill about him as well. Ball early on. Tyreek George. Lovely little vignette though. McQuine leaves it to his defence. Lavia. Tollett. Man to stop him. Dacker's coming back and assisting his George has tutored out to he nips through the pen.
He was just a Rolls Royce, whether that was at centre back, right back.
And they tease the ball into the area. George just Neto to James.
And Pedro Neto! Oh, that's a smashing goal! Zest and fizz! It's 1 inch of the bridge!
Well, he's been driving me crazy all afternoon. And that's what he can do when he's positive, when he cuts inside. Brilliant from Neto.
For whom a first Premier League.
There you go. Curveball from the Tyreek George. Gets around the defender with ease, but there's a bit of payback there from Felix passes on to Gusto. Gusto hangs it in there. Certain.
All figured out before the game even began that they were going to happen.
Tosin threads the ball through, powers it in the direction of Nkung. George to Cucurella. Jackets. Ball is finding the goalkeeper. Shot that was always right. Threads it through. But good defending. A couple of years ago. And then when they failed to pay the tax man, it's hit home. This willed on by the travelling folk. And well, it's a poor cross.
Martinelli! London's pride.
Well, he's been the danger man. My voice has gone. Well, Martinelli has been the one Arsenal forward that I think has stood up today. And it was a scruffy period in the game.
3,000 supporters are congregated. That Tyreek George. Porter coming together there as well. Third goal with the killer goal. Cucurella with that blow. And it is wide. Just about hanging on in there. Shoot is the demand. To have 4 or 5 players in the penalty area. And, well, he was active. Breather to let Chelsea brilliantly loses the defenders. There's old school man-for-man marking here. Gusto, Cucurella.
That will help the younger players as well. They would play in that A-League, so there was great experiences there for the younger players. The tough game, they've remained behind their team.
Can they magic the ball into the Chelsea goal? Jorgensen again drops it. It's time that these two sides met. To Tonda. Now they're coming forward. Jorgensen, little step over. Tosin looking for his second of the game. He's claiming that one.